Welcome to another edition of SL Conversations. I'm Nathan Ganger, and my guest today is the 2019 Ball State Defensive Player of the Year and a first team All MAC selection, Jacob White. Now, Jacob, we're just going to dive right into this. The coronavirus pandemic has affected a lot of people. How has it affected you in your day to day life?
Yeah, it's affected me. I was supposed to come back to campus for Pro Day March 30th. I was really looking forward to kind of seeing some old faces and running around Schumann Stadium and just kind of reliving the glory days, I guess. But unfortunately, it was canceled. And I'm training out here in Florida, the Tampa area, and so I had to do like kind of a virtual pro day out here, and then I flew to Houston and did a pro day out there as well. So a lot more red tape to kind of jump through, a lot more hoops to kind of jump through. But I mean, everybody's dealing with it, and in the grand scheme of things, kind of my problems are not nearly as big as other things going on in the country right now.
So, how has Mike New and the Ball State football staff prepared you for that next step?
Just kind of the culture that Coach New has established. He comes from that next step being the NFL, and he has that foundation, and um, just kind of his day-to-day interactions with us, and how he carries himself as a complete professional because he's been there. He's coached Drew Brees. He's been at the highest level. He knows what it takes. So he's kind of instilled that mantra in us and instilled that work ethic in us.
Now, last year you were named to the Leadership Council. What does leadership mean to you?
Um, Leadership means not only uh, doing the right things, but it also means, hey, you got to pull guys with you. Um, you have to let people know of the culture that's established and what the coaches are trying to teach and the culture they're trying to adopt. We have to be a catalyst for that. Being on the leadership council, we're the glue that holds everything together. And so you can't only just do the right things; you've got to pull people with you in a positive manner. Kind of leadership council is just kind of that catalyst to keeping that culture that Coach New wants.
Now, after talking to you and some other football players, one thing that's been very common is that you guys have a very high standard. What is that standard?
Yeah, that standard is that every time we step on the football field, we want to win the game. No matter who we're playing, where we're playing, what the atmosphere is. We're playing to win, and at the end of the day, it pays to be a winner. And kind of whatever it takes to sing that fight song in the locker room is what we want to do. And you know, there's a lot of suffering that goes on to that point. You got to lift weights, you got to sacrifice sleep, you got to watch film and stuff. But if you enjoy that enough to the point where, hey, I understand that it's going to get us to where we want to be, it's all worth it in the end. That feeling of being in the locker room, celebrating a big win. There's nothing like it. So whatever it takes to get there is whatever I know that the guys in that locker room now are going to get done.
Now, you could kind of feel the culture starting to change in a positive way this year. Was there a certain moment where you started to feel that momentum shift?
Yeah. I mean, when you start to win games, a lot of good things happen in locker rooms. When things aren't going your way, that's when it's tough for that nucleus to stay grounded. So when we started to win some conference games, it was a great feeling, and you can tell things were heading in the right direction. Now, I mean, we lost two games by very close margins that could have sent us to Detroit, and that's kind of the way it goes. That's how football is. It's a play here, it's a play there. So with that being said, I think everyone on that team now knows that, hey, Detroit is very possible, and it's something that can and will happen. Um, and we tasted it last year. We're really close, and I'm really excited to see those guys close it out this year and do something that hasn't been done in a while for Ball State.
So, what will you miss the most about Ball State University? Not just the football program, but the university as a whole.
I'm gonna miss the people, honestly. Ball State has great people, um, great coaching staff. Teachers are great. I was thankful enough to go to Ball State, and it holds a very dear place in my heart. and de- definitely the people. I miss the people right now. I wish things, were normal in the world. I could have gone back and seen a lot of old faces and caught up a lot, which is pretty hard to not be able to do that. But definitely the people, the teammates, the coaches. That's something that I'm for sure gonna miss a lot.